Well, welcome to the bridge. Here we are again.
Welcome.
I am Commander Brit. Commander.
And I am Cumrag Pat.
Well, welcome. Cumrag Pat, could you please use your cumrag to tidy up the bridge?
I don't know if you even want me to do, I barely even want that cumrag to touch myself. It's basically like...
Do you not wash the cumrag?
I just let it get crusty, and you know what?
It's turn into a cum plate, basically.
Yeah. Just throw that motherfucker against the wall and hear it shatter.
Shatter into a million little lost children.
Yeah, and that'd be funny. There's a movie that ever decides to have use that as an implement to kill somebody. They smash it on a table and then stab somebody with a shard.
With a cum rag plate.
Mm.
Yeah, that sounds great, dude.
Or just use them as dinner plates. They make sure to use them until they're very firm, and then put them in their cabinet.
Yeah. So you know how electro swing became a big thing a few years ago, and swing music kind of came back from the 1920s.
I think that happened. I feel that happened when I moved to Seattle, and I think I remember that being 10, 11 years ago.
Yeah, it's
I remember
shit they play at
swing classes.
Yeah, and they play it at all the dumb bars that are trying to be fucking speakeasies and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hate that. Hate it. If you're trying to be a speakeasy, play that style of music. You don't have to play the electro part. Just play the swing music. It exists. Yeah. Those recordings exist. You can play that.
So it's those speakeasies, they were just playing jazz.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone was getting murderous on their reefer cigarettes and
yeah.
And
I feel ragtime though. I feel like ragtime needs to come back, and I feel like it needs to come back as cum ragtime.
Oh,
right.
I like that.
Yeah, with just we'd a piano playing and stuff, and some guy in the background. She's my cum slut. She's my cum slut. I breed all of her holes. She's my cum slut. She's my cum slut. I'm gonna wax my pole.
Yeah, it's weird to see how every other music style and genre has made some sort of comeback, some sort of generation.
Right.
Yeah, comeback. But and instead, right now, we're not even in that era. We're apparently giving Oasis a resurgence.
Oasis is coming back. The brothers are back together, baby.
and so we're not getting anything like ragtime music. We're getting Oasis, like
Oasis.
yeah. So we're in the dark times right now. This is not a good sign. I don't think it bodes well for anyone that we're just getting Oasis. Like what song do they have beside the Champagne Supernova in the Sky?
You're kidding me, right? They have fucking Wonderwall, dude. Like the biggest song in history.
Wasn't that Wonderwall?
No, that's your Champagne whatever, Champagne Kisses. That's the name of the song you're just saying.
Oh, I don't know.
That's all right. They have like multiple.
I was an Oasis guy.
Yeah, I'm not an Oasis guy either, but they have like definitely like a couple albums worth, at least one album where like every other song was like a number one single, at least in the UK, and like it was pretty big over here too.
So. It just passed over me. Like I had no concept of it.
Yeah, they've got some hits. They've got some good songs. They're not.
I think I exclusively listened to Gwar at their heyday, so I was just like, I had no other music existed for me.
That's fair. It's not actually fair. Did you listen to their cover of the Ken song?
Yes, I did.
That was so good. It wasn't like a cover exactly of the Ken song. I'm Ken from the Barbie movie, the big musical number that Ryan Gosling has. It's like really, really good. I really enjoyed it in the movie. It's like it's about like self-actualization and stuff like that. I don't know. But Gwar did like a cover of that on what was it? Vice's The Cover Up.
I thought it was the AV Club.
It's the AV Club. Thank you. AV Club's Cover Up, which is like a thing they haven't done in a few years, but they used to do it a few years back, and it's a really cool thing where they just have a list of songs that bands get to cover, and each band that comes in like chooses a song off the list, and as new bands come in, like songs are crossed off the list, so eventually the last band has to cover a certain song. But they've done
I could see them grabbing I Am Ken before anyone else. I can see them.
Definitely. They did a really good, and they were on like every year doing stuff. They did a really good cover of Pet Shop Boys' East Side Girls or West End Girls. West End Girls. Yeah, that one. So good. But no, it's a really cool thing that they did. But their cover of the Ken song was about them being Gwar and like them being cheesy and knowing that they're cheesy but leaning into it, and like how they're like the greatest band in the world because of it. And it was actually like really good, like a very good song, well put together, like kind of inspirational. It was good. I enjoyed the shit out of it.
Yeah, good on them. Yeah, I love it. I love seeing other different covers. Like I'll love them forever.
Hell yeah. Did you know that we have a Patreon?
I did.
We got a Patreon at patreon.com/dumbidiotbs. You know where that is? patreon.com/dumbidiotbs. Dumb Idiot BS, Dumb Idiot Bullshit. It's kind of the flagship for all of our stuff. It's the company that we run under, including this podcast, The Media Dungeon, Prison Breakdown, and our defunct podcast, My Wife, Dumb Idiot Bullshit, and Getting Head a Bucket Cast. Yum, yum, yum. Go listen to all of those. But, at patreon.com/dumbidiotbs, you can do a lot of cool stuff. You know what you can do? You can, for $2 a month, you can help us be editorially independent and, ad free, and that's pretty cool. I hate listening to ads and podcasts. I don't know about you. I mean,
yeah, it's always to like ones on Spotify, and you pay for Spotify, and it's still ads. I'm just like, come on, man.
Yeah, come on, don't do that to me. That's bullshit.
Yeah, I usually just like hit the skip 15 seconds button until I get to, because usually it's just like, I don't want to call BetterHelp. I know I'm mentally ill. I don't need to have someone over the phone tell me I'm mentally ill, okay?
Yeah. I don't need like all of my meals in one drink. Thank you very much. I'm a human being who likes to eat food.
Yeah. And you know what? Plus that stuff is just gonna make you shit your pants.
Oh yeah.
Just like
I'll shit your pants for you.
That's what they don't tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't need any help shitting my pants. Okay, yeah. I do that fine on my own.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. don't you dare offer to shit my pants for me. So for $5,
don't give me nothing that will make me shit those pants either.
Hell yeah! So for $5 a month on our Patreon at patreon.com/dumbidiotbs, you can help support us, and we give you a shout out, say thank you every week to people just like Phil McCavity, Danny, Dylan Lance, Jordan Hale, Elizabeth Hearn, Nick Savard, Shane Sawyer, David Craning Sights, Electric Baphomet, B-Flig, Teddy, Jody, Shrimp God, Shane Williams, Sam Mayo, Locke Fanile, Anthony Cabrera, Seb, Robert Yolito, Asher Pliskin, Skeptic, Papa Poison, Awful Star Trek Drawings, Jose Martinez, Gabe Siciliano, Big Strong Boy, Gursky, Jormore, Kyle Simmons, Gillian McCrary, SFC Punk, 7 of 9, D. Riker, Ethan Adams, Abigail Simpson, Vinny, Luna Dahlia, Former Twink, Nathan G, DJ Robinson, and our good friends over at The Hate Speech Podcast.
Ooh.
I finally got a chance to listen to their Adam Carolla episode. It's really wonderful. You should check it out. It's a good listen.
I do hate Adam Carolla. Do they mention Mr. Bertram on there?
They mention a lot of his stuff, yeah, including, yeah.
I think I watched the first episode of Mr. Bertram on your server, and I couldn't watch anymore.
Yeah, I watched the first episode with Spencer, friend of the podcast, Spencer.
It was unwatchable.
Yeah. Former host, co-host,
former co-host
of the podcast.
Yeah,
Spencer.
We love Spencer.
Yeah, we do love Spencer.
Yeah, we're following the Santa Cruz Joker saga right now.
Oh yeah, on Instagram. That's interesting. But anyway, we got to get back to Patreon. At patreon.com/dumbidiotbs for $10 a month, you get access to
the Media Dungeon.
No, I should have put some reverb on that. Okay, that's better.
Nice to do a Wilhelm scream there.
Oh shit! I've got the other one, the better scream. Which one is it? It's the Howie scream.
No,
I prefer the Howie scream to the Wilhelm. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I like that one. It's good.
Yeah, it's a really good scream. Classic,
bitch.
So yeah, the Media Dungeon is my private server with over 20,000 films and over 1,700 shows. You know, I update it regularly with a lot of crazy new stuff. If you like films, it's got more. It's a better streaming service than it's not as reliable. I'll give it that. Not as reliable as a Netflix. You can't play it like fucking anywhere. You can play it most places.
Oh, do you? Did you put that? I don't have Netflix, but I did notice that they have I heard that they have a show on there right now. That's about. It's called The Accident, and it's about the accident in question is a bounce house that's filled with children that gets taken up by a gust of wind, and all the children die or something. They fly away in the bounce house while the parents scream. And
that's awesome. That rules.
I I watched a clip of the kids being carried away by the bounce house, and it is probably one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
It's called The Accident.
The Accident. You got to get it on the server.
Yeah, just a sec.
I didn't know if you put it on there or not.
No.
It just looks really bad.
This sounds phenomenal. Okay, I think I got a lead here. It's a foreign show. Where's it from?
Yeah, I think it's like South American or something.
Oh, I love that. Okay, I'm downloading it right now, brother.
Oh, hells yeah.
All right, back to the Patreon at patreon.com/dumbidiots for BS. For $20 a month, you can get merch. We still make merch. I don't know if you remember Soy Trek merch, but I still got a bunch of merch blanks, so I can make merch. I'm sending out, when you came on, I was doing some merch stuff. I recently came into a whole bunch of Star Trek magazines. Like the official Star Trek magazines, like the really nice high glossy ones from the early 2000s and like late 90s. And so I'm sending some of those out as merch this month.
Hells yeah. That's a fun little surprise.
I know. That'll be, I mean, if they listen to the episode, it won't be a surprise. So, and I think most of the people on the merch tier probably listen to the episodes.
Probably. Yeah, like I did have my way home from work today. I did have a bunch of bros in their car screaming, like laughing their heads off at my I'm cranking my hog, and I'd rather be cranking my hog and watching Star Trek. I watched the guy. I could read the guy's lips, and like in the rearview mirror, just like him screaming at the top of his lungs. So all the bros were just like losing their minds at that. So,
oh yeah, we love to see it. And I think next month I'm gonna be making some stickers finally. Because fucking stickers, man. It's hard to find an alternative to the Trump supporting sticker place.
Yeah, I was looking at Sticker Giant. They seem pretty cool.
Sticker Giant? Okay. I was looking at stickerapp.com. I think it's called.
Yeah, fuck Sticker Mule.
Yeah, definitely. So that's our Patreon pitch. Patreon.com/dumbidiots. Go check it out. It's pretty cool.
It's pretty fucking cool, man.
Patreon.com/dumbidiots.
Patreon.com/dumbidiots.
Yeah, so that's where we're at. So we're here to watch some Star Trek today. That's what this podcast is about, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Theoretically.
So we're here to talk about Star Trek Prodigy, episodes 17 and 18 from I put the wrong one here for this guy. So Prodigy, Star Trek Prodigy, season 2, episode 17 is what we're going to start on today. It's called Brink. First aired on July 1st. Take it to the brink. One step towards the skating rink. That's all I got. So this first aired on July 1st, 2024, along with all the other episodes of Prodigy Season 2. All released at once by Netflix, which is how they do things. It's the 36th episode in Prodigy and the 935th episode released in all of Star Trek. This one's written by Deandra Pendleton Thompson, who worked as a writer's room assistant on Picard Season 1 and has written 8 episodes of Prodigy, including A Moral Star Part 1 and 2 and Let Sleeping Borg Lie. So she's a pretty big Trek head, seems. Been in Trek for a little while now. So this one's directed by Royalyn Lee, who has done 6 episodes of Prodigy all this season 2. So, you ready to dive into this bad boy?
I'm ready to go.
So, with Essentia, months ago, she's ordering a guy to stabilize the wormhole, if you know what I mean. Yeah, like, get that pussy stabilized, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what that means, get it stabilized. She says...
Get a good speculum in there, I guess.
Oh, yeah, we love a good speculum. She says Gwen escaped through the wormhole, so they can too. Suddenly, Wesley Crusher stops her. Wesley initially confronts her and her men and hold them off, but then she shoots him with the big ray gun time thing. The big Ray Romano, that is.
Yeah, Mom. They call me Big Ray because I got a huge fucking cock, Ma. Yeah, huge.
With all the different cameos we have from other Star Trek people, like this is the best time to have like the Everybody Loves Raymond Star Trek crossover that we've all hoped for.
Oh, absolutely.
We've all prayed for.
Absolutely. What would you want to like? Who would you want to see him interact with?
I would just, which of the of Ray's family, or like which like Trek should they be on?
I mean, like the mom is dead, right? I feel like she died.
Yeah, I'm guessing she has to be dead. Like I'm sure like Brad Garrett, the guy who played his brother, is probably
the
still
big
alive.
Guy. Yeah.
Yeah, he was on a season of I think season 2 of Fargo. He was pretty good in that.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was. Yeah, he was quite good.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen him in anything else since we unfortunately lost Everybody Loves Raymond. We loved him too much, and not everything's forever.
Yeah.
So it's like
we really love bombed Raymond, didn't we?
We love bombed Raymond.
Yeah, that really ruined the relationship. Just love bombing too early.
But like I think if anything, like we still have our surviving Everybody Loves Raymond members. I even think actually like Ray Romano was even in the Irishman. Remember that?
Oh, he wasn't he? I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was like a jump scare. I thought, like, I was just like, whoa, Jesus Christ, what's he doing in like a
serious movie?
Thing?
Yeah.
But I mean, we should have the voice talents of Ray Romano, Brad Garrett, and the other surviving members of Everybody Loves Raymond who wants to join in and interact with our fun
Patricia
Star Trek
Heaton,
friends.
His wife.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, she's still alive. Good.
Oh, definitely.
She didn't succumb to the Everybody Loves Raymond curse.
No. Allie from Everybody Loves Raymond is still alive. She's pretty young. So, let's see. Doris Roberts died. Yeah, that was his mom.
Yeah, she did.
Peter Boyle, his dad, died.
Definitely dead.
Yeah. Oh, he died like soon after the show ended. That was probably his only reason to hang on.
Yeah, and he was a great actor. I loved him and stuff. Like he was in, Hardcore. He was, of course, in Young Frankenstein.
Mm-hmm. I don't know them. Okay.
Yeah, great actor.
Yeah. So, anyway, back to the episode here. So, back with Gwen, she says that returning the protostar to Tars Lamora will have to wait. Instead, Voyager has a course set for Solemn. They've been ordered to find and neutralize the time-space technology that attacked them from before. So Janeway holds a meeting, and there's no good options. But Gwen offers to go to Solemn herself. So once again, the only good option is sending a child to war.
It's like that always seems to be the most logical answer to all of these problems.
Yeah.
Which
child soldiers.
Obviously
it always is.
But obviously, yeah, it's always like our level-headed Starfleet captains or rather vice admirals now just being like, you know what? Send in the kids who aren't even in Starfleet.
Send in the kids, those laughing happy kids.
But I understand, this show is for kids. The kids want to see the kids do the fun thing. But even still, like I felt like when I was a kid, like the cartoons I watched, they didn't. Yeah, like also like when I watch cartoons, like I didn't watch cartoon kids do stuff. I watch cartoon adults do things. You know.
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, I think there was definitely a shift in like the late 90s, early 2000s in kids entertainment where like it definitely became more kid focused and like kids doing things. You know, you like look at shows like Fairly Odd Parents, which is all about a kid. Jimmy Neutron, you got your Adventure Time, you know, stuff like that, all kind of around the early 2000s and a little bit
Kids
thereafter.
Next Door.
Yeah. Whereas like stuff before, like the Nickelodeon stuff, you look at the lineup and it was like Rocko's Modern Life. I guess you had like, you know, like Rugrats, which was definitely about kids doing kid stuff. But, you know, Ren and Stimpy, you know, a lot of which I think were presumably adult dogs, a cat.
Yeah, especially, well, at least we hope so, because like the John K. Adult series where he's just like having them just like have butt sex constantly.
Oh, right.
Like
John K. is a depraved person and a bad man. No one seems to like that guy at all.
He should, you know, we're both prison abolitionists, but he should be in prison.
Yeah, definitely. They should build a prison just for John K., a cartoonist prison. Yeah. Maybe consider Jim Davis for there too, for ripping off Heathcliff.
Yeah, we can just like empty the prisons and then fill them with cartoonists we don't like.
I love that. This is our fascism. First they came for the cartoonists. So let's see. So they're sending a kid to war. Janeway offers to let her lead the team, and she says she wants to rescue her father as well. Janeway agrees to this. The kids are listening outside the door, and Janeway opens the door up, making them fall inside the room. They offer to join the mission, and Janeway agrees. So send all the kids to war.
Send all the kids to war. Send all the kids to war. I sent them all, and I still want more.
Yeah.
Just do the Beasts of No Nation Idris Elba movie, but with like all of our with Janeway and all of the kids.
Mm-hmm. So the kids are debriefing and are given a one-way emergency transporter that can only be used once. Why can you only use it once? Like, why don't you make it reusable?
Yeah. Well, I think it said they can only use it once without being detected.
Oh, right.
And then like after that, it would,
the gig's up. So then Majel comes in and offers to join the mission, but they're like, "Hey, this is for non-Starfleet members only, because it's like a covert mission." And she's like, "Well, yeah, that's why I just resigned from motherfucking Nova Squadron, bitches."
Got him.
So yeah, she's like, it's the most logical thing to do. So she's a real homie here.
Yeah,
and she's easily accepted.
I wonder if she's going to become like a permanent member of their team, or is there going to be a third season? Is a question, which I don't know. Oh yeah, I mean, I guess I'm getting ahead of myself there.
Yeah, a little bit head and shoulders, baby.
Yeah.
So Voyager arrives to Solemn, and Janeway sends them on their mission. She tells them that they're on their own, so they need to look after each other. Tysus is given Bribble sitting duty, and he's not thrilled. So Dahl and Gwyn talk about the mission, and Dahl says she's in charge, and whatever she says they'll do, and he'll follow. She's like, so you'll let me peg you? And he's like, okay, sure, fine.
She's like, done. Yeah, I mean, Dahl's a short king, like, and
short kings love to be pegged. We know it. It's
short kings love to be pegged.
Peanut butter and jelly, baby. It's a thing that goes together in nature. So down on Solemn, it's very dystopic. There's like people like being checked out by robots and scanned by them constantly, and like it's not a good situation for nobody. So they hide inside a bubble that makes them invisible. That's kind of their way to get around, but like they're still like physical in form, so people can bump into them or like walk into their bubble. So they need to be very careful.
They're a pretty huge bubble to be like sneaking around those.
Yeah, it doesn't really make any sense to me, but that's okay. It's a fun kind of comic thing, I think.
Yeah, we're watching kids go on a potential suicide mission, like.
So the kids get an encoded message from the uprising coming from Gwyn's dad's observatory. So they, gotta go check that out. They go to the observatory, and a robot there asks what they want and what information they seek. And they ask where Iltheron is, Gwyn's dad, and the robot doesn't know. But then Essentia shows up, but it's past Essentia.
Ooh,
so
good Essentia.
The good Essentia, who hates the evil Essentia. And Doll's like, I hate time travel. She tells them Essentia kidnapped Wesley and uses him for her technology, the things that speed up time that let her produce the military super quickly. But unfortunately, because they don't have time, they don't have the time to save both Iltheron and Wesley if they stick together as a group. They ask who they go get, and Gwyn says, how about we get both? Why not both? And splits them into groups. So one of the groups is Gwyn, Murph, Rock, and Zero, and the other is Doll, Magel. What am I missing here? Essentia, and
Leader Girl.
Yeah. Okay. I think I might have gotten it all. So Gwyn says if they rescue Wesley, then they can use him to help get them home. So it should all work out, right? So Gwyn, Murph, Rock, and Zero, which are like the absolute power team. Like all these people are tanks, basically. Like, and the other team, I forgot, Jankum is on the other team as well. So the other team is like 3 rogues and a dwarf, which is not like great, you know? Mm-hmm. And then this is all just like fucking power heavy barbarians and Gwyn.
Sometimes that's how parties work out, you know, and you're like, you usually want like a balanced team, but then like some people have an idea of who they want to play, you know, and just like, well, I want to be a barbarian. Well, I want to be a barbarian. Right. Well, it's just like, well, someone has to be the healer.
They got Murph and Rock, which are like the 2 tanks of the entire unit. Mm-hmm. You know, that's not fair. And then they got Zero, who has a fucking robot body and can also like freeze people with their face. Like,
and fly.
Yeah, there's a lot there. And then Gwyn has the fucking like artifact and shit. Like, what does the other team have?
I don't think she has her artifact now.
That's true.
Think she lost it.
I mean, I guess like Jankum Pog has his fucking hand. With that gorilla grip, you know what I'm saying? I made it extra tight just for Jankum.
Yeah, if you think about it, like Doll is almost like he almost doesn't have any skill. I can see why he's like, you know, I'm just drawn to leadership, and so it's like,
I mean that's how it is in a lot of businesses. Is the guy who's not good at anything is like, oh well, I'm the leader.
Like, I'm the leader. Because
I
tell
what
people
I'm good
what
at.
to do.
Right. I'm good at managing, and people are like, are you?
It's like, Rock, keep doing that science. You know, Jinkum, keep fixing those things. Mm. You know, and
keep doing what you were doing before. Well done. You're competent.
Do
Leadership.
It harder. Yeah. It's like when Homer gets a supervisor position at Hank Scorpio's.
Oh, right, yeah.
And then just like all he does is tell the guys to work harder, and he just like sits there with his arms crossed.
That's like one of the best, if not the best episode of all of Simpsons.
I absolutely love that episode. It's genius.
So full of jokes, great jokes. So we're over with Iltheron now, and he's being sent to a prison colony. But the kids find him. Magel uses the Vulcan neck pinch shit, and they take out the guard and rescue Iltheron. He thanks them and joins the party. So now there are 5.
Damn.
So, with the others, Zero senses Wesley suddenly. A guard comes upon them, and Gwen neutralizes them to a permanent end. And she's like, oops, sorry. After she fucking murks this guy. And it doesn't say he's dead, but he's kind of obviously dead.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you say oopsie after you do it, like, you get a pass. Like you're fine. You don't go to jail.
That's what I say after I come inside. I'm like, oopsie. They're like, I told you to pull out. Oopsie. Oh, okay.
What a scamp. The cream pie scamp. That's what they call you.
The cream pie. Oh, Brink, you're such a cream pie scamp, you little cum bum, you.
You scamper away.
I get on my magic cum rag and fly away. It's like a magic carpet.
Away into the night.
So they fried the controls to the door with a phaser, and so they can't get in. And so Murph's trying to get in. And so more guards come as Murph is trying to get in. And so Zero and Gwen have to use the dead guy as a puppet to ward them off, which is actually like a really funny scene. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Funny and very ghoulish.
Very ghoulish. So they free Wesley, and he says he was expecting them. He says that they can use Essentia's technology to reset the timeline, and it was all part of his plan to get captured and have her use him for the technology. So he's probably like caused like the untold deaths of millions at this point, right? Like the rise of a fascist government isn't something that like no one dies during, and so.
Yeah, and also like all the people that were died because of the loom, were erased from existence.
Right.
So I mean, technically they're erased from existence, so they never existed in the first place. But it's just like, we see your crimes, Wesley. But yeah, it's just like he completely changed the socio-political status of these people's lives.
Right.
And it's all. And
he plunged an entire planet into dystopia as like part of his plan to do something for someone else. This is the most like liberal ass mindset, neoliberal ass mindset I've ever seen. Like, well, I mean, the third world has to suffer for our privilege, but you know, it's got to be that way, right? Like,
it's all, yeah, and it's also like, you know, like how much of this is like due to his influence, because I mean, he's not technically part of Starfleet or anything anymore.
But he still has the colonial privilege of Starfleet.
Yeah,
he definitely does.
And it's like he's allowed to come against like the Prime Directive. You know, it's just like you know, you have to let them like just exist without you like deciding who gets to rule and who doesn't based on your because you have like Jedi powers. Okay, Wesley. Mm-hmm. So you get to decide. You get to be the kingmaker now. Fine.
Yeah. Space-time and thought should not be made a weapon, I think is what he said. And I feel like that's kind of what he's done with space-time and thought. Has made them a weapon, like to his needs. I don't know, man.
Yeah, his whole ass is involved in this.
Like he's
conflict now.
He's actively causing violence here, and maybe like if they reset the timeline, then none of this will have happened. But we'll get into it. But his plan's not perfect.
Yeah,
his plan's far from perfect. So, anyway, so Wesley says that Iltheron leads Solemn into a better future in his part of his plan in the future. Mm-hmm. They ask him to get them back to Voyager, and he tries to use his powers, but his mind, he says, is frazzled, so he's not able to use his traveler powers, which kind of sucks for him. But he has a failsafe and has Rock crush a wall to get them out. Always have a crushable wall.
Yeah.
It's a good way to go. When they're out, Wesley asks where the others are, and Gwen says that she chose to have them go save Iltheron, and Wesley says that wasn't part of the plan. And he's like, no, and picks up like a piece of rock that he uses as chalk and starts doing equations on the ground like some kind of math nerd. And so this made me think. He's like, no, you always have to be together. I told you always have to be together. I'm like, wait, what exactly does that mean? Do they always have to be together? Like, do they have to like shower together? Do they all have to like watch Jenkum Pog take a shit? Like, how far apart do they have to be? Yeah, do they sleep in the same bed together?
Like Charlie from the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory's parents, they all just like,
yeah, right.
They're all just sleeping in one really long bed, and yeah, it's like that's like if that was his intention, like he definitely should have worded it better. Unless this is like going to be revealed that like this too was all part of his plan, because and it's just like. Because then they'll be like, that was also part of my plan to make it seem like I didn't know what I was doing. I only made you think I was a moron.
Yeah.
This is like, but yeah, because like if that was his intention, like he should have been just very specific, like do not split up, and at when you're on solemn, do not split up. That okay? And then they would have been like, okay, Wesley, no problem. Instead, it's just like always be together. It's like, okay, we're friends for life. That's what they got from him saying that. So word things better, Mr. Wesley.
Yeah, Mr. Wesley. So Gwen thinks she made the wrong choice by splitting up the team and is sad. But suddenly Roxy's doll. But Zero says, hey, something's wrong. And Doll and the others are being held by guards and evil Essentia. So I think, it doesn't say it or show it explicitly, but I think good Essentia was actually evil Essentia in disguise. Is that right? I don't know.
I don't think so.
Because it doesn't, like, good Essentia isn't here. And she was on their team.
But also, like, bad Essentia has a scar on her eye, because everyone in this and the show has like scars on their eyes.
I totally forgot about
and good Essentia is also tinier, I think.
Oh, yeah, that might be true too. Yeah. Okay, so what happened to good Essentia then? Did it show that?
I can't.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
I'd be safe, because it's like, if she doesn't exist, then like, she has to protect herself because that's her past self. So
wouldn't it be awesome if like a good Essentia's like, I'm doing this for the good of the people, and just offs herself, and then like bad Essentia just like disappears. and but then like fucking Iltheron plays the guitar so good that she reappears in the photo, and everything's good again. Yeah.
It's gotta make somebody come in someone to make them reappear in the photo.
Oh yeah. Correct. Essentia says Solemn's future is hers and hers alone, and goes to kill Iltheron. But Doll suddenly uses the emergency transporter that he has hiding in the back of his neck, and gets Wesley and Iltheron out of there and back to Voyager. On Voyager, Wesley and Iltheron beam to the bridge for some reason. I don't know why it beams directly to the bridge, but okay.
Yeah, it's odd.
Yeah, and Wesley falls down and says, we're all in danger, and I don't know what happens next. End of episode. What do you think?
Yeah, I liked it. It was a fun little, espionage type thing. We get to... I just wish, like, it kept the tradition in past Treks where whenever they do something that's off the books where they can't be accountable for the actions of Starfleet, they all wear just like black turtlenecks. So they unfortunately did not wear like black turtlenecks, and
that would have been cool. Yeah, because that's how you know someone's a spy, is if they're wearing a black turtleneck.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
classic spy outfit.
Starfleet is very noble, so it's just like whenever they do like clandestine shit, they have to be wearing black turtlenecks, so they can. It's almost like telling you like I'm doing some clandestine, shit here. It's like I can't hold Starfleet accountable for my actions.
Espionage and sedition, baby. Hell yeah, we'd love to see it. I really like this episode. Like, this is a solid 8 out of 10 episode for me. Really enjoyed it. Just back-to-back bangers, setting up a really cool end of the story, I think. I don't know. Essentia is a really great kind of late stage villain to put in here. I don't mind that they kind of have a villain that, you know, they put in the last, like, what, 5-6 episodes, because she's a good villain, and she's, like, been in the series before, and she's been a villain before, so she's...
Yeah, she was the secret evil ensign.
Mm-hmm. So...
Yeah. And she and voiced by Jamila Jamil, you know, from The Good Place.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, she does a good job.
Yeah, she's great. Love to see it. The Good Place, honestly, can't recommend that show enough. It's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Incredibly fun show.
I haven't watched The Acolyte, Star Wars Acolyte, and what's his face, you know, from Good Place is in it. He plays like the evil
Ted
Jedi.
Danson?
No. God, I can't remember his name now. You know, he was like the guy from Florida who was like a dumbass.
Yeah, what was that guy's name? Yeah, can't tell you. Sorry. I forgot Jason Mantzoukas was on that show too.
Yeah, he was. He was like the
better known as
dumb,
Jankum Pog.
Yeah, Jankum Pog.
Yeah, that's crazy. They had 2 actors from Star Trek Prodigy on there. That's cool. Cool as hell. Yeah. Next, they should get Kristen Bell on Star Trek.
Why not? What is she doing right now?
Or
like
Adam Scott. I love Adam Scott.
Yeah, she made some sort of like commercial where she's like farming
Bitcoin, I hope.
Yeah.
Okay, so we ready to move on to the next episode?
I am.
Bump, 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 bump. That's my next episode song, because the other one would definitely get us a copyright strike. So, next episode we got is Star Trek Prodigy, Season 2, Episode 18, Touch of Grey. Probably named after the song by the Grateful Dead. You know that one? I will get by. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da. Pretty good song. I don't like Grateful Dead, but that's a pretty good song. So this one first aired on July 1st, 2024, along with all the other episodes of Season 2, released all at once by Netflix. It's the 37th episode of Prodigy and the 936th episode overall in Star Trek. This one is written by Jennifer Murrow, who has written 4 episodes of Prodigy, including Observer's Paradox and Devourer of All Things Part 1, and directed by Sung Shun, who is once again the most tenured Prodigy director with 16 episodes under their belt. So lots of Prodigy this guy's done. Nice. Maybe it's a guy, I don't know. Who cares? I don't care. I don't care about gender. So here's a weird thing. We get a cold open. We haven't gotten one of those all this season.
Yeah, I was surprised it didn't immediately cut into the theme song.
I know. I'm like, where's the fucking skip credits button? And it wasn't there. And we open on Admiral Janeway's personal log. The kids are still behind enemy lines, and they've been waiting to hear from them, but no dice. She's wondering if it's starting to become too much when Chakotay walks in. She says she's nervous, and Chakotay reminds her it's her 14th anniversary of her first command. Janeway says she's thinking of early retirement when she's called to the bridge, and it's the beginning of the last episode where Wesley and Iltheron beam aboard. So we got credits at 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and once again, cold open. Interesting. But it was just almost the last time on, but also with some new stuff. I don't know. It was cool. I liked it. I thought it was a good use of screen time. So Wesley Crusher is being analyzed by the doctor in medbay when Janeway comes in. By analyzed, I mean prostate check. And Wesley Crusher's like, I'm an immortal being now. I don't think I have. And the doctor's like, nope, just making sure, Mr. Crusher.
mean, Will Wheaton is up in there in years. You have to get that, colonoscopy at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Get that prostate examined, and that'd be fun if it. Mr. Crusher, I have to make sure that you're ready for duty. And then, like, he puts his fingers in, and is just like, "You're gonna want to put your pants back up. I have something very important to tell you."
So, son, you're gonna want to sit down. Well, first you need to get your fingers out of my ass.
He's like, whoa, he sits down. He's like, whoa.
Son, you're going to want to sit down. Ow, 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 my hand.
Oh, the hand feels good. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So the doctor says Wesley's neural pathways have been destroyed and he won't be able to use his traveler abilities anytime soon, but he will survive. No matter... So Wesley reveals all of this was part of his plan, but this wasn't part of the plan. So up till now, it was all part of the plan. But then Gwen might have fucked everything up. Good going, Gwen. Good leadership skills there. Gwen.
Dude, one day she gets to take command.
Yep.
And everything goes to pot.
Yep. So suddenly Tysus comes in and says Essentia is broadcasting to all of Solemn and shows them an iPad with the video on it. And Essentia shows she has captured an alien species and shows the children. So she's like...
she got their asses.
Oh, sorry. Captured alien spies, not species. She calls out the Federation and asks if Janeway has the balls to come get them herself. Uh-oh. So Tysus says, nah, don't do it. She's baiting you, dog. And Janeway, the Doctor, Chakotay, and Wesley all want to come along on the away mission. And Janeway's like, yeah, okay, that's fine. You can all come. So down on Solemn, the kids are kept in cages, just like Donald Trump did or whatever. Kids in cages. So Gwen is still broken up about making the wrong decision, and Rock says this isn't part of Wesley's plan, but even good things can come out of bad situations. What was a problemtunity or something like that? Didn't they have a thing like that? I don't remember.
Problemtunity?
Yeah, didn't Rock say in one episode it's like a problemtunity or something like that?
Oh yeah. I should start using that phrase.
Yeah.
Like, this is a problemtunity.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb.
It's you to shut the fuck up. Yeah. You're a problem, and there's an opportunity for you to shut up.
Yeah, it's a problemtunity for you to stick a fucking gun in your mouth.
A quick solution to this problemtunity is for you to fucking end it right now in front of me.
I got the rope, bitch.
Make me watch you do it.
I want to jerk off while you take your last breath. Do it.
You should too. I hear it. It's great.
It's called the David Carradine. Do it. Down on Solemn, kids in cages. Suddenly the kids are being taken out by guards and escorted to Essentia's evil, jail palace thing. I don't know. It's a lair. We'll just call it a lair. So with the away team, they learned that they can't beam down the regular way because Essentia's blocked all that shit, so they'll have to fly down. Ilthron offers to come along, but Janeway won't let him, and she's like, you're needed in the future. And I'm like, aren't all these people kind of needed in the future?
Yeah, no one's really expendable in this, and it's like, you have to think about the butterfly effect, and I'm not talking about the Ashton Kutcher movie.
Yeah, the Ashton Kutcher movie. Oh, the Butterfly Effect. Right. Yeah. That fucking movie, dog.
We should do that movie on Media Dungeon.
No, we shouldn't. So they can't beam down the regular way. Over with Hall of Janeway and the doctor, they talk about holonovels, his holonovels, and I think they're gonna fuck because she's like super flirty with him, and I want to see the doctor get some holopussy. That'd be cool.
Ooh,
especially that Janeway holopussy. I bet that shit ripe. I bet that shit good.
You think that would be weird though, because like considering it basically is like Janeway, like she essentially is Janeway. She has her personality, she has her memories.
She doesn't have her memories though. She said that.
Oh,
she said that like
but still
right here. She's like, that's the difference. Like I don't have her memories and her experiences, and so she's like, she's got different experiences and stuff, and she actually likes the Doctor's holonovels, whereas other Janeway definitely doesn't like his holonovels.
I don't think anyone likes his holonovels
except for Hall of Janeway, and so like that's his ideal woman.
But just posit something. All right, so let's say like one of your coworkers just started dating a hologram version of you.
Yeah, that'd be weird. But he's a coworker, but he's like, I mean, this. I'd be flattered.
This is basically the Geordie LaForge episode where he's like,
if like someone got like a fucking like a sex doll that looks exactly like you.
yeah.
Like I'd be like,
this makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, definitely.
I can see that being weird to Janeway.
So Tysus is put in command, and the away team boards the ship to head down to Solemn. Janeway and Wesley are piloting, and she tells him to call his mom, which is kind of sweet. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's like, how's my mom doing? And she's like, yeah, you should ask her yourself, dumbass. Call your fucking mom.
We all know she has a better son now, so
yeah,
she doesn't need Wesley.
Yeah. So the ship is held by security forces, and they're unable to land where they want because it's near where the children are going to be executed, apparently. The doctor says it'll be a real humdinger, which is a pretty fun line. The execution, that is. They get through security and then land. So on Solemn, they locate the kids and have to climb some mountains to get there. 2 clicks away over some big-ass mountains. So over with the kids, they're in the ruins of an ancient city that has been made into a prison. Suddenly, Essentia shows up and tells them to let it in, it being a loom monster. With the away team, the doctor is doing a little speech while everybody else is tired from hiking. They find the kids in the distance and form a plan. She has Chakotay and Wesley go around back to check for weaknesses, while she and the doctor go to meet Essentia. There's always weaknesses in the back. Always a butthole. Always a butthole in everyone's plan. So, Essentia greets Janeway and calls her pathetic and predictable. Damn, girl, that's fucking mean. Janeway disses Essentia, and she's like, yeah, you weren't exactly the ideal ensign yourself. Damn, putting each other down. These fucking women, Jesus Christ, they're brutal.
Women tearing down women.
All right. So Janeway disses her and says she has terms of negotiation that she might find enticing. Chakotay and Wesley have a heart-to-heart, and it's a nice moment between my former least favorite characters, who are actually pretty good on here. Mm-hmm. So with the kids, the loom is chasing after them. Gwyn baits it, since it's the one that the loom wants, and the loom suddenly seems sick because it's trapped. So Janeway offers herself to Essentia, if you know what I mean. Offers her that pussy. She's like, I got that grippy, if you know what I mean. And Essentia's like, excuse me? I don't know anything. What? So intelligence, classified defenses, and a bargaining chip in the war with the Federation that Essentia so clearly wants. Essentia says Voyager without Janeway's command is like a fire snake without a head, so she'd rather just cut it off. She tells Janeway bye and shoots her, which is pretty fucking sick. I was kind of devastated when this happened. I'm like, no way.
Yeah.
No way. But I'm like, I mean, it is episode like 18. Like, if they're going to kill Janeway at any time, like, now's the time. So...
It's like, do it, motherfucking do it.
Yeah, fucking kill Catherine. Kill Catherine, do it. Goodbye, Kathy. Ack. That's what Kathy's getting. Yeah. Oh, no, she overdosed on chocolate. Meanwhile, Admiral Janeway finds Chakotay and Wesley. Wait, but didn't she just get shot? What's happening?
Say what?
She says she doesn't know how long that the doctor can stall. And I'm like, oh, that's why she took the doctor with her. Okay. Because the doctor's actually the one who got shot because he's been masquerading as Janeway. And then he pretends to die in a very dramatic fashion, which is kind of funny.
Yeah. I love this scene. I'm surprised he hasn't really done that before. Like, change his appearance to fool people.
Yeah. So with the real Janeway, she senses Zero telling her that the Loom is a prisoner who wants to be freed. So she comes up with a plan. She takes off her transponder and attaches it to the wall, which blows it the fuck up because apparently her transponder is actually just a bomb, which is pretty sick of her. So all of Essentia's computer systems go down. The Loom escapes and just starts killing every single henchman in sight. Eventually, it gets to the room that Essentia's in. The kids and the away team rendezvous, and they can't get to their ship. So Wesley uses a remote to bring the ship to them.
It's really the only thing that Wesley did on this mission.
Yeah, it's useful, though. You know.
Yeah.
He went and checked for
It was funny because, like,
weaknesses.
while I was watching, I was just like, why'd they even bring him? It's just like,
They
and
paid-
then he did that. I'm like, okay, you did one thing.
The
Wesley.
Hagman brothers are like, well, we paid him for the whole season, so, I mean, we might as well, like, put him in, give him some screen time.
Give him something to do.
So they board the ship with phasers firing at them just as the henchmen get there, and the Loom leaves before it can kill Essentia. Suddenly, some henchmen come in with some more bad news for her. The people are rising up. Iltheron does a public address about how their planet used to be peaceful, but now it motherfucking sucks. No one likes it. And then he gives an inspirational speech about how the Volnukad can never fail if they're together. So in the getaway ship, everybody celebrates, and Rock fawns over Wesley while the doctor talks about a new Hala novel. Gwyn says no matter what happens, Solemn is in a civil war. The kids try to convince Janeway to let them finish the mission and save Solemn, and Janeway immediately agrees, much to their surprise. Chakotay also counts himself in. She says boldness isn't only for the young, and when Starfleet is united, they can always overcome.
Ooh.
End of episode. What'd you think?
That was almost like a saying that he had there.
Almost.
No, I like this episode. Like, I'm excited to see where it goes next. Like, I was surprised because I'm sure like Essentia is still like going to be a thorn in their side. Because I think the last two episodes are a two-parter. So
Yeah, they are. Yeah. Maybe the last
it's really
two episodes
essentially
ever.
like this. Almost this entire season's been one long episode. But
Yeah, it kind of has been. Yeah, I mean, it's all been part of the same arc and stuff. Like,
yeah,
you know, it makes sense, and it all got released at once, so it's very bingeable kind of media content. Makes sense. I like it. I give this one an 8 out of 10 as well. It's good. It's good. Both these are good. Both these episodes are good.
I'm good.
Big fan.
Love our friends.
Yeah, we love this little story about kids going to war.
Yeah, this is a good thing to pair. Yeah, watch with Piece of No Nation. You know, what's that? No, the Coney movie. Was that a war? Was that a child soldier type thing?
Coney. I don't think I saw that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, we love our child soldiers.
Yeah, we certainly do. You got anything else to say about this bad boy?
I think go watch it. And, I think we've been pretty unanimous in our love for this season. Like,
Yeah, I don't know if it's quite as good as the first season, but it's fucking good.
Yeah,
it's still good.
Yeah, I mean, like last season did have Enterprisians and other fun little side quests that they had.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, but it's also just sad to see. It's interesting to see how much like change that they accepted. They took a lot of risks. It seems like with the second season. And I think they've all been pretty successful. And it would have been interesting to see where they would have taken season 3 if it ever happens. But we don't know for sure.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. Well, that's been the episode, folks. Thanks for hanging with us. My name has been Commander Britt.
I have been Rag Pat.
And you've been listening to Soy Trek.
Yeah. Thanks for checking with the soy boys, girls, and our Willy Beans.
Hang dong and shocker.
Dong and shocker.
Soy, 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 soy. Soy, 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 soy. Soy, 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 soy. Soy, 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 soy. Soy, soy.